Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some UnderRail, shall we? Well, I have decided with UnderRail that I'm ready to take the plunge and go to the expedition. I don't know if I'm going to do a lot of it, but I'm going to at least start it because Key told me that you get a psionics weapon, and I would love to have a weapon that I actually did something with in some capacity, or at least see what that's like. So I think the order of operations will be to go do the expedition, just start it, see what's going on, get the psionics weapon, and then most probably we will try to infiltrate the Institute of Chort using them like the main access point instead of the added on secondary access point that I found already, and complete the main quest line, because for the most part I think I did it. I think I'm done with a lot of the side quests in the game so far. So I'm gonna just put a bunch of these items inside my vault here at my house. And be ready space-wise for the next big adventure. I think I can split my bandages successfully. Yeah. And I'll just go ahead and put away some of these. They're just, they weigh a bit. They're getting heavy. And now my inventory is basically full. I've got some gear I can throw in here too. I don't think I'll ever need this jackknife again because my lockpicking is so high. I'm never going to wear this synesthetic refocus unless I need perception, and even then, I don't think I will. And what's funny is Jean-Luc was telling me that I don't even need a gas mask. That if my boots give, 25% bio and my chemical suit give 50% bio, I probably won't need the extra 35% here unless it's really, really dangerous. I can still carry it, though. It's not super heavy. It's fine. And what else? I don't need mushroom brew at all. Okay, I think I'm happy with this situation. Let's see, I can put these flashbangs on my belt. Do these weigh anything? Not really. I can go try to sell these focus items in the shop here. Yeah, let's do that. Piece of paper. Oh. It has Evelyn 76543. Alright, that doesn't look good. Some kind of quest item, I hope. Yeah, these are all quest items down here. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to go out the front door here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is... Well, first of all, I'm going to speed up my walk. I'm going to go check and see what I can sell to the people around this area in the residential district. There's actually shops here. They might want to sell something. Not there. They don't, but... Oh, maybe they don't. Never mind. This guy has a shop, but I don't know if he actually wants to buy anything. No, never mind. Excuse me. Okay, that's fine. I didn't know if, like, any of these stores, I could use to sell things, but doesn't look like it. Alright, so now our job is to go here. And we'll hit the elevator. Alright, and then now I'm just going to go to the merchant area. And then we'll go down and hit the expedition. I'm just going to try to get some cash. You never know how much cash we'll need at that exhibition. Expedition. Not exhibition. God, I hope not. We'll find out. Okay, let's talk to the electronics dude. Hey, dude. How are you? What will you buy? 2 blueprints, electronic parts. Okay, great. He will buy these. And I do have some blueprints that aren't... I want to learn that one, but any of these that are like really expensive blueprints... Cool. What you got? Oh, that's all his money right there. Do you have anything that I don't know? Plasma mine. Wow, that's expensive. Ooh, nice. This is actually kind of fun, this cryokinesis. Its quality isn't super high, but maybe. Maybe it's good. I'm just looking at all his items he has for that. Okay. I'll buy some batteries, I guess. And what, if I exchange this for you, we're square? Cool. Great. And then let me use the blueprints that I don't have known. Okay, terrific. Yep, we're like at 8,000 in terms of money. I could really buy some nice items for my house, which is exciting. Alright, Derica, what is up? What do you got? Can we barter? Alright, you bet we can. I got some ammo. I got some real nice stuff. You're gonna love the stuff I have here. Yeah. How many of these will you buy? 4? Okay, let me split it. Alright. Good. Okay, that's cool. I'm willing to accept that. Not that I have much choice. Alright, the next move then is to run down here. I wonder if I could go back into the arena and just like do a fight and get a huge payday. Probably not. Alright, we're going to go to the docks. But it would be cool. Defend my title. Take some people down. I'm going to definitely save my game before I venture into the expedition. I don't know when you're supposed to do this, and I don't know if it has any spoilers. I would doubt it, but, you know, you just never know. Okay, saving it. And I'm going to save it on a different file as well, just to have something beyond the autosave to go back to if I don't like what happens. Alright, let's go talk to the dude. Where's the Cappy? Chief Briggs, are you the dude? You're back. Speak. Okay. I think I like how to even get to his content, you have to prove something to him, and I'm like so far in the game. I have 5 different options to tell him. I can tell him that I became the Invictus. I can tell him that I'm like a top-ranking Protectorate member. I can tell him that I'm a top-ranking Cortec agent. I can tell him that I helped the Foundry. I can tell him that I killed Baylor, the Ironhead boss, all by myself. I'm an Invictus. Invictus? Don't you watch Arena now? I don't follow Southern broadcasts, especially not when... Invictus Weatherman, it's you! It really is you! I thought you looked bloody familiar, but you look so damn different in person. Yeah, this is so freaking hardcore, man. Ladleman, what are you on about? You don't understand, sir. This man here defeated the greatest gladiator in the history of the arena, Carnifex, the man who ate gladiators for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and perhaps another dinner if he had some more room left. And the match between the two of them, it was... I remember when Carnifex showed up. Get to the point, Ladleman. Sir, you've got yourself a death machine here, the best, the most hardcore. Them pipe workers in Hell's Gut ain't gonna know what zoned them out when... I've heard enough. Well, are you convinced? He looks at you for a second, then nods a few times. Yes, I have yet to actually see you in action, but for now I am satisfied enough with what you... He glances behind him, and Ladleman have told me. For now. Alright, listen up. We, Aegis Incorporated, have been employed to protect a team of scientists from the University of Dis, undertaking an expedition to the Black Sea, or as it's known by the locals, the Hell's Gut. The sea lies in a vast, unexplored cavern where a technologically advanced community existed until about 2.5 to 3 centuries ago. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I was going to say that. Interesting. Don't interrupt. After this community was no more, nature reclaimed the sea. The resulting closed ecosystem has produced a large number of unique and aggressive species which, in tandem with pirates and other inhabitants who have settled in various parts of the region, currently pose the largest threats to the expeditionary staff. In addition to that, remnants of this community's defense systems could still be online, which adds another layer of danger to we have to account for. Okay? This is just a brief summary. You will receive the full briefing should you choose to join the expedition, in which case, these are the options regarding your duties. As a sec trooper, either you will be assigned to base camp security to escort a team, or to a recovery team. Given your experience, the last 2 options are more probable, but that I will have to decide once we return to the camp. And I wondered why there were so few people here. So how long have you been at the Black Sea already? We had to set up our camp 2 weeks ago. We'd returned here for supplies and additional staff. Additional staff sounds more like replacement staff. Your men were killed and you needed more. And it's not the pirates because you must have prepared for those. No, this is something no one expected and now you're in trouble. If I'm going to go on this expedition, I'd like to know what's going on. He takes a step closer, extending his substitute arm toward you. The lifeless hand squeezes you gently in relative terms before the chief brings his face closer to yours. Don't repeat this mistake. Your nerves are now screaming for mercy as the powerful hand squeezes them lifeless. For a moment, every part of your body but your shoulder has been expelled from your mind's domain as you feel nothing other than this acute pain. Thankfully, the chief releases his grip after but a few seconds, because the consequences will be severe. He then takes a step back. You have the absolute right to know what you'll be getting yourself into, but I will not tolerate this kind of behavior again. What, calling you out? It is true we've suffered casualties. We've lost a few good soldiers to the pirates and wildlife. These are the risks of the job. Some of the workers, Southerners, God, they're so like, regionalist in this game, have become unsettled. panic-stricken or have suffered illness and want to abandon the expedition. Some of our own staff get sick as well. All of these are relatively minor setbacks, but enough to slow us down and force us to an earlier trip to Core City than we had planned. However, we will not allow any of that to affect our mission too negatively. We're almost finished. In this case, that is correct. We are almost finished in Core City and will resume with our mission. What are you actually looking for there? You will receive all relevant info in due time. Right now, I have other things to discuss first. Let's discuss payment. Your payment will largely depend on the task you will be performing. Guard duty payment ranges from 50 to 100 Karens per day. The average is around 7 per hour. Escort and recovery duties are paid double or triple that, depending on a range of factors. What do you mean by escort and recovery? Escort teams escort scientific personnel to certain locations and protect them while they perform their work there. Recovery teams work independently, operating in areas unsafe for scientific personnel, like abandoned facilities and other establishments, with the tasks of recovering items of interest, technological equipment, armament, personal items, various samples, etc. I want to be on the recovery team. I chronically dislike in games escorting or protecting civilians. I find it so hard. I can take care of myself, but I have a lot of AoE. I don't want to just like accidentally hurt them, and I can't control the AI of the enemies. And I've already done some challenges in this game that have friendlies, and it doesn't work out well. For example, I think we lost the Cortec lady in a mission where I couldn't protect her. Or as I like to call these teams, scavenger teams. Yeah. He glances at Ladleman. Be quiet. Therefore, he glances again at Ladleman before fixating on you. The exact payment depends on the area of operation and danger involved. Superior performance might also induce considerable bonuses to previously mentioned figures. Can you tell me about this community? Who were they? What happened to them? You will receive it all in due time. Fine. I'm in. Very good. Welcome aboard. Consider yourself a security trooper for the duration of this expedition. You will receive your gear as soon as we return to the camp. There you will also be introduced to the rest of the staff as well as Professor Oldfield himself. Ladleman, what's our status? Sir, how much longer before we're able to return to camp? Oh yes, we're almost done loading the medical supplies, sir. We got, I think, he looks at his mobile computer. Yeah, frozen meat and power cell crates, and yes, most electronic equipment Marcus requested still remains to be loaded, and that's it. Yep, I'd say we'd be ready in 1 hour or so, sir. Very good. He nods a few times. That is faster than I thought. Very good. You heard it. If you have anything else to do before we set sail, now is the time. Do not be late. Okay, I won't. I'll be with you once I'm done finishing a few things. He nods. All right, I am actually going to save it again over a new file called Old Man. This is fine. This way I don't have to replay all the dialogue. But now we can go. I'm ready. Very well. You will be directed to your boat soon, Dr. Incompetent. I have other things to attend to in the meantime. All right, here we go. We are beginning the expedition. Let's see if we get a full graphic cutscene. We don't, but we do get this boat moving. Wow, look at that. It's a statue. Interesting. At last you step onto dry land, but your eyes see little of it. They've been enthralled by the cavernous firmament doming over you. You gaze, how about that, upon the stalactitic constellations decorated with dangling roots, gleaming crystals, and numerous bat colonies. These stalactites unmistakably insinuate their arbitration to over the sea and the land below them, for death from above, while pretty much omnipresent in subterranean life, has a significantly more acute, supreme, and inescapably terrifying presence here than anywhere else you've ever been before. This realization pierces you mentally, not unlike one of those speleothemic spears could physically. Wow. They really busted out all the guns with the vocabulary and the description here. Life underground comes with a plethora of phobias, but this vast place evokes a uniquely crushing, creeping, choking feeling of smallness and utter insignificance in the grand scheme of things, and it is only being exacerbated by the many sounds violently colliding in this open space, those of air currents, restless waters, and wild yet unseen life, all the while reverberating deeply and rhythmically as though all of them are combining into one singular heartbeat of the cavern itself. Somewhere out there in the far distance you can almost hear the faint but distinct sounds of drums and horns, the prime instruments of the underture to this expeditionary play whose next act has just begun. Wow, drums in the deep. It sounds like goblins in a Balrog. A voice grounds you. Welcome to Hell's Gut. Hope you brought some light clothes, Dr. Incompetent, 'cause it's dominating hot in here. He collects the sweat from his forehead with a handkerchief and squeezes it to the side. Yeah. Chief Briggs turns to the two of you after ending the conversation with the other man. Ladleman, after these laborers have unloaded everything from the boats, show them to their tents and make sure Marcus receives the equipment he requested as soon as possible. Medical tent as well. Yes, sir, as you command. You, Dr. Incompetent, the tent you will be sleeping in is just up ahead, the first one to the left, opposite the kitchen. Unpack your things and meet me at Professor Oldfield's tent as soon as you've done so. It's the small tent just past yours, also on the left side. When do I get my equipment, sir? As soon as you receive your briefing. You'll speak to Marcus about that, but he's got other work to do at the moment. Yes, sir. He nods and turns to Ladleman. And if you see Yehoda, tell her to meet me in my tent in about 20 minutes or so. I want her full report on what has been happening in my absence. Yes, sir, I will, sir. That is all. Carry on with your tasks. Okay. Here we go. We made it. Alright, Aegis Sect troopers, researchers, bibbidi-bobbidi, coffins. Whoa, not a good first moment. Alright, let's... He said our tent is straight ahead and to the left, I think, so let's go up here, see if we can find a tent for ourselves. I guess it's this little teeny tent? Oh no, maybe this is the tent. Yeah, one of the footlockers is mine. And it's got like a crowbar and some shotgun shells that I can access. Okay, cool. In the middle of the camp. Maybe this is his tent right here. Yep, here it is. Appears the chief notices you enter, promising enough. Speak of the devil. Oh, look, it is a professor. He's got glasses and everything. Our new sect trooper. The older man fixes his glasses before inviting you further in. Do come in. Dr. Incompetent, was it? That's right, we're all doctors here. Come in. I am Edward Oldfield, professor of Supercorporation History at the University of Dis. Also the man responsible for this whole expedition, or so I've been told. A smile peeks through his mustache. Pleased to meet you, Professor. Likewise, welcome to the camp. Right then, forgive me, but we will have to get straight to the point. Dr. Incompetent, Chief Briggs and I had just been discussing you, and we've come to the conclusion that a person with your experience and skill set would be best assigned to one of the recovery teams. Great, that's what I wanted. He removes his glasses and proceeds to wipe them clean. For this, you will also have to thank Mr. Ladleman for backing your story. His extensive insight into the many of the happenings south of Core City is one of the reasons why we've hired this man in the first place. Isn't that right, Chief? Yeah, but these happenings weren't really south of Core City. They were actually in Core City at the arena. Yes, Professor, you are correct. Even though he has proven to be one of the most difficult men I have had the misfortune to work with. Oh, the man is just free-spirited. He is something else Professor, certainly. He looks at you, but let us not keep Dr. Incompetent idle. Yes, therefore, we feel you'd produce far better results in the field rather than, say, by being assigned to mere guard duty. He inspects the just-wiped glasses. Satisfied with the result, he puts the glasses back on. What do you say? Sounds right to me, but if I'm going to be searching derelict facilities, I'm going to need to learn a bit about them and their previous owners. Most certainly, you will receive all the information you need in due time. In fact, your first mission might just be around the corner. For while Chief Briggs has been away, we made a breakthrough discovery. We've been stuck in the mud for far too long, but goodness me, this will propel us forward like nothing else we've done here so far. And that is precisely the reason why I've summoned you here so quickly, Richard. That is good news. So Seeger has finally managed to recover some useful data from the NPCs that were recently discovered? Exactly. And it turned out to be just the thing we were searching for. This is not good news, Richard. These are magnificent news. Magnificent! As soon as Seeger compiles all the data he's collected so far, he will bring it right. It's me. A gust of air passes over your shoulder, disturbing the top papers that are on the professor's desk. Turn around. Is it Seeger? It's Yehoda. A spindly woman enters the tent, her movement so light you weren't even able to hear her footsteps. What follows her is the sound of a shrieking siren. Uh-oh. Yehoda. Sir, we got a large number of vessels approaching the island from multiple directions. Pirates? Negative. Natives. Some of them are approaching straight from the north, some from the west, but it seems the largest part of their forces are trying to go around to the east and land at the southeastern beach. There's a lot of them, sir. A lot of fraggin' savages. I tried contacting you over the comm, but you didn't respond. He inspects his communicator. My battery must have died. After taking a deep breath, the professor interjects. It was only a matter of time. Reckon there's another way to settle this, Richard? Only through superior firepower, Professor. Yehoda, take teams 1, 4, and 5 to fortify the beach. 2 and 3 will control the dock choke. The rest will defend the camp. If the assault proves too strong, withdraw to the keep and meet up with Team 7, which will be defending the northern side and establish interlocking fire with their position. Take Dr. Incompetent with you as well. She scans you from tip to toe. This one? Yeah, this one. Professor, you move to Marcus's tent. It's safer. This one is too close to the shore. Yes, right away. You two, you have your orders. Move out. On the double. Affirmative, sir. She looks at you. You, follow me. All right. Here we go. Okay, wait. Yehoda, come back. I don't know where you went. Oh my god. I hope I'm going the right way. There she goes, over here. I'm going to save it. And is my shield fully charged? Yes. I seem charged up and ready to go. Let's do this. I might have to re-innervate depending on what abilities are necessary, but let's see. Oh, dear God. Probably should have turned on my shield. That was hilarious. Okay. So, let's try this again. We're being attacked by, like, tribal people. I don't know if stealth is going to do anything. I'll do it, but let me just stay within the fortifications. Can I do that? Yeah, here they go. Let's just hang back and then fight. Running out, not the best plan for a fragile psionicist like myself. Alright, here they come. Okay, I am going to turn on my shield. And these guys, Sormir Baron Krigsfar. Okay, I don't know what that means, but sure. Here, you can have this. And you can have this one. Wow. Alright, they're still standing. Let me just pre-med then an orb. Like, right... I don't want to hit my buddies. Yeah, that was weak. Alright. I'll wait. Oh, boy. Yeah, okay. Their guns are pretty good. I can't see everything that's happening. Let me kind of step out just slightly. Okay. There's one. I'll just do this again. That guy should die almost instantly to whatever they've got. Yeah. So I've got this choke point. Okay. I don't see anything else. I still don't see any other bad guys. Alright. I guess they're fighting over here. Oh, here's a guy. Oh. Okay. Whoa. There's a lot more of them. This is pretty wild. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and drop an orb right on these two. Pretty much kill them. And then I'm going to tele-punch this dude. Yeah, okay. That worked. That was a good result. And we'll just wait. Hey, this guy. Did you try to shoot at me? Here they come. Okay. This is funny. I have the combat way sped up, so everything's happening. But it is cool that, you know, we're doing good work against this assault. Let me use, I'm gonna need to get some more psi boosters. My goodness. Okay, can I just hit you with this? Alright. You're at the very least dazed. And then can I hit you with this? Should slow you down. I'm gonna pre-med another one of these on you. Okay, you're dead. And then I'll just go ahead and use this. And kind of move back a little bit. Alright, this guy healed up. And there's another dude. And another dude. Boy, they have a lot of people. Wow, what a shot. Alright. Cooldown 1 turn. Okay. Alright, I'll just kind of freeze you for now. And then freeze you. Very good. And then I'll just move back. I'm just slowing them down so they can't approach all the way. Okay, here they come. What happened? You just missed. Alright. I need 2 psi boost. And then we're going to drop an orb right here. You, I will just tele-punch. You resisted the stun? That's not acceptable. You weren't supposed to do anything like that. Alright, then I'm gonna, adrenaline. And I'm gonna use this. Nah, I shouldn't have used my adrenaline. I just don't have enough psionics. I'm just kind of out. But what I can do instead with my massive action points is I can try and flashbang. That worked out great. Just wanted to make sure this guy didn't come up and kill me. And then, can I throw, like, a grenade? Do I not have enough action points to do that? Oh, I'm too shy. Okay, that's fine. Let me slightly move back. Alright. Okay. How am I doing? A couple turns still on that. Okay. That guy's incapacitated. I am gonna just throw this at you. And then pre-med another one. There we go. And then move back here. My only problem here really is just running out of psionics. Where are the bad guys? I don't see them. Must be off the screen. Yeah. Alright, I still don't see anybody. Somebody is hitting the turret. But I can't see who. I guess you? Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, he's shooting the turret. Alright, everybody take this guy out. Oh, I have to get that close? That's too close. But I can shoot you with this. Am I out of action points? Yeah, the fatigue is kind of hurting my action point game. Nah, I'm not going to risk it. Oh, okay. Hey, we ended combat. Oh, everybody's recharging. I should do the same thing. Recharge. Turn it off. Perfect. Alright. I think we made it? Congratulations. Now report to Chief Briggs. Wow. Alright, see if they have any oddities on them at the very least. They have, like, massive sledgehammers. So there was they said there was a technologically advanced society, but this is absolutely not that. Here we go. Snake teeth necklace. Yes. And healing salve. Interesting. It's another way to heal yourself. I haven't seen that. Vitality powder. It's kind of... These are like primitive versions of the other consumables that we have. I don't know if they're on separate cooldowns. It also slightly blurs vision. That's actually not that bad, so what? I don't want your hammer, but if you have any oddities, I will take that. Boy, this stuff doesn't sell well. There's not much of a market for crudely carved instruments. Crude is the wrong word. Just differently carved. How's that? I'm taking all this stuff. Really, I'm just making sure there aren't any oddities for me to consume or locate, because I'm 3 XP away from leveling, and man, that would be awesome. Come on now. Alright. I found an oddity on, like, the second body. We can do it again. Alright, I've got enough of this stuff. Let's just get the oddity. Do you have one? You guys, you're supposed to have so many. Alright, let's check the boats. Whatever we gotta do. No, that's not it. Wow, their boats are made of bones. That is pretty impressive. Can't get it while they're standing there. Oh, there's an Aegis Sec trooper. Can't search that, though. They're like, don't search it. Statue. This ravaged statue stands firm and proud, despite... it's probably just a figment of someone's imagination. The flame gives off no warmth. In fact, it appears to be very... Wow. It stands firm and proud, despite the damage it has suffered. It looks like it has about 4 pieces of dialogue associated with it. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's go back. Yeah, so there's this kind of like more primitive group that is attacking the camp, and then these structures that existed here before do show extreme technology. You're still in one piece. Very good. What's Yehoda's status? She's alright. She's with the rest of the troops. You alright, Professor? I think so. I haven't been this close to death since the Battle of Dis. Goodness me, Richard. There were so many of them, but their voices, that language. Who were these natives anyway? The professor and the chief exchange looks briefly before the latter responds to you. Listen up. There are 2 major factions in control of the Black Sea, the pirates and the natives. The pirates call themselves the Grim Jetters. They control the southern and southeastern waters. They are not actively interfering with our operations as yet, although our patrols have had several violent encounters with them. Whereas these savages have been a thorn in our side ever since we arrived here. By the caverns, these violent, inarticulate creatures are the cause of almost all our problems here, and now they're trying to raze the camp to the ground and butcher us all. Goodness me. They obviously feel threatened by your presence. We tried communicating with them, but their first and only response was to resort to violence. Professor, it appears that Ladleman has been correct all along. I had him ask around Core City about the natives while we were there. Barring a few old tales, no one ever reported seeing people matching their description. Whoever they are, they've had little to no contact with the rest of South UnderRail. Goodness me, Richard, who are we dealing with? These people must have settled here after BioCore withdrew all its military from the Black Sea. But when? And why? They do not appear to have adopted any of the NFT technology, so why come here? BioCore? NFT? Non-fungible tokens? Professor, we will continue this conversation later. I need to return to my men. I have yet to determine the casualties and overall damage we've suffered. Speaking of foreign languages, what was that gibberish the natives were talking? That will have to wait, Dr. Incompetent. See Marcus about your gear. His tent is the one just across from this one. Once I've assembled a recovery team, I will brief you. One moment, please. Would you mind going to Seeger, Jeremy Seeger's tent, and seeing if he's compiled any of the recovered information so far? The network is down, hopefully temporarily, and he's not responding to his comm. We're going to need this data if we plan on dispatching a recovery team. Don't you gentlemen agree? Of course he doesn't mind. Here are your orders. Collect your equipment from Marcus first, then go to Seeger. His tent is the one past the medical tent. Then return to the professor. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Do not keep the professor waiting. Yes, sir. Professor, he leaves. All right. Well, he would leave if I wasn't blocking him. So I got 1 experience from that, so I'm 2 away. All right. Marcus, where are you at? Is this him right here? That's Ladleman. Tony and Marcus seem to be discussing something and are unaware of your presence. I gotta say I'm impressed with you, Marky. Not only did you not get zoned out, but you actually did something useful during the fight. Sure, you played with your little toys from the safety of your tent, but hey, you got the job done. Marcus, that is a compliment, correct? And just for the record, the turrets can work autonomously. However, in situations such as this one, it is always the wisest course of action to have someone behind the controls for better target assessment. No, Marky, no. How many times I gotta remind you? You gotta put it kinda like this. Well, if it wasn't for me, you pipe worker, you'd be checking the pipes from your forehead right now. Yeah. Where I'm from, you gotta pull out all them hardcore comebacks, not go on about, target assessment. Checking the pipes? Oh, grind it. It's core city slang, Marky. It means to take a leak, to piss. That whole phrase was supposed to mean that one of the freaks would have made a hole in my forehead and... Okay, forget the slang. Use your own words. Just not one of your la-dee-da words like urinating or, ejecting bladderal liquid waste. Oh. Don't be absurd, Tone. No one uses that expression. You just made that up. Well, it's how all you northerners, fat rats, and the rest of the la-dee-da sound to me. That's right. Southern pride, you're too uptight. He squishes his nose upward. You all sound like you're going to get pipework and cancer if you say a naughty word. You use far too many dumb, sterile euphemisms that suck out all the fun out of language, Marky. So please, the next time you want to go check the pipes, you're not urinating, but going for a piss. I see where this is going. How about this? If it hadn't been for me and my turrets, your head would have been impaled on a spear and paraded around angrily. You stinker. What the pipe? No, he grabs his crotch. Ow, you're so lame it hurts my While Tony is holding onto his crotch and acting out utter agony, Marcus is slowly squeezing his forehead into a chasmic frown. He erupts as soon as his irritation reaches its peak. How about I bust your nose to take your mind off your groin? Ooh, that's it, yeah. You're getting the hang of it. Oh, am I glad you at least got some of it in you, Marky. There's still some hope. Give me another one. Come on, I want to hear a hardcore insult. You sound as intelligent as someone who's been sucking on a lead pacifier as an infant. If people compared my butt and your face, they'd think we're twins. Yeah, that's a good one. Hardcore, thanks. There you go, Marcus. That one was simple and insulting. You can easily start a fight with that one. Oh, you're that new sect trooper, eh? That's Dr. Incompetent, Weatherman, Invictus, champion of the arena. Nice to meet you, Dr. Incompetent. I'm Marcus Werther. I saw how you fought through the turret's visual feat. Impressive, unlike this blabbermouth here. You're getting the hang of it, Marky. Keep poking. Well, tell me, what do you need? I wanted to speak with you, Marcus. Chief Briggs told me to see you about collecting my gear. Right away. Hey, Tone, would you mind handing me one of the suits? Right away. Meanwhile, take this. He hands you a device. Here's a NavCom, a navigation and communication device. Its communication range is substantial and should cover the entire Black Sea. I can't tell you how it's going to behave once you move beyond that or go into other cave systems or NFT facilities. As for navigation, it's fairly simple. This screen will display the grid square of the currently loaded coordinate system you're in. Now pay attention here. The coordinate system currently displayed is the one recovered from an NFT device. This means that the coordinates you read on the NFT devices are the ones your NavCom can point you to. We'll all be using those coordinates during the expedition, so we'll all understand each other. Hopefully, he smiles. He points to the NavCom's display. Right now, we're in D6, as you can see. Just to make it clear, letters represent your position along the east-west axis, numbers along your north-south axis. Here. Tony approaches you with a complete suit of Aegis Incorporated combat armor in his hands. As he returns to his spot behind the desk, you notice him putting away a couple of nylon bags, which were most likely used to store the items he just gave you. There's your armor. I don't think I should explain how to put it on. You have your own weapons, or that's what I've been told, but if you need anything from our armory, talk to that guy over there. He points to Ladleman. That's me. That's him. He's also got weapon attachments, spare parts, and a plethora of other related items. If you need energy weapons, or anything high-tech, on the other hand, see me. And that should be... Oh, yes, wait. Let me just check if the comm is working properly. Push that button there and say something. Testing, testing. He speaks into his own communicator. Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Alright, everything appears to be in order. The device will display a name text next to each of the channels so you can know who you're talking to. I'm on channel 1. Contact me if you need some help or if you need to speak to someone from the staff who doesn't have a comm of his own. That's it. You got your gear, and I hope everything was clear. Show me the high-tech stuff. Oh, do I have a paycheck? Let me see. Here you go. 300 coins. Nice. I've yet to get used to these Stygian coins. I still think in terms of blues. United Stations dollars, I mean. Show me some high-tech stuff. Alright. What you got? What you got? Energy pistol. Okay. Frames. Uh-huh. Well, I can look for him for crafting stuff anyway. Do you have any... Can I sell you anything of my own? Not really anything that I'd want to part with. Okay. Cool. Alright, I got Aegis Sec Trooper Armor and a helmet. Let me look at this stuff. Oh, wow. So what's nice about this is it's really good against bullets. It's not as good as this overall because this is 22 reduction, whereas this is 200%. This is 225%, but it's only 8 points of reduction, but its armor penalty is so much lower. It's only 7%. This is better than my gas mask. It has bio... it does have an armor penalty, which my gas mask doesn't, but, and it's bad against stealth, but it's pretty good. Cool. So we got new armor and a helmet, and we are ready to go get the information from Seeger, and then move on with some more expedition quests, but we'll get into that in the next episode. This is a good first foray into this area. We've survived a harrowing battle. We got to know some of what's going on here. We moved to the new zone. And we're trucking right along, 2 experience away from a level up. Everyone, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like. It helps out the channel so much. And please subscribe if you haven't done so already. That also helps us. And if you want to help out, support the expedition forces even more, there are links in the description below for becoming a member of the channel or a Patreon patron. And both of those things help me keep creating content and are just fantastic. Again, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you have a great evening or day, and I'll check you next time. Take care.